You wake up and before you even move, you already lost. You grab your phone. You scroll through victories that aren't yours. You see people who used to be behind you now miles ahead. You tell yourself they got lucky, but deep down, you know the truth. They outworked you. You had the same hours, the same chances, but you wasted them. You slept through them. You talked about goals while they executed. You dreamed of success while they bled for it. And now you sit there wondering why life feels unfair. It's not unfair, but you just didn't earn it. You think effort means trying when you feel like it? You think you deserve more because you care. Let me tell you something. No one cares. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards results. And right now, you don't have any. You say you're tired. Tired of what? You've barely started. You've spent more energy making excuses than actually fixing your life. You scroll. You complain. You compare. You watch others win while your dreams rot in your comfort zone. You talk about potential, but potential means nothing if you're too soft to use it. You had chances. You killed them with hesitation. You had moments. You ruined them with laziness. You had time. You traded it for dopamine. Every day you choose comfort over progress. Every day you lose ground to someone hungrier. You say one day, they say today. And that's why they're climbing while you're sinking. You think success is supposed to be balanced, calm, convenient. It's not. It's war. And right now, you're losing it. You're losing to the snooze button. You're losing to your comfort. You're losing to the voice inside that says, I'll do it later. You're losing because you've built habits that feed weakness. Look around. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to fix your mistakes. You're the problem, and you're the only one who can fix it. You want to be respected? Then earn it. You want freedom? Then work for it. You want peace? Then win your war. Because here's the truth. No matter how talented you are, someone out there is working while you're resting. And they're coming for your spot. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your story. They only care about the scoreboard. And the scoreboard doesn't lie. You want to feel alive again? Stop chasing comfort. Start chasing pressure. Start chasing pain. Because the pain you avoid is the very thing that builds you. So stop pretending you're trying. Stop saying I'm doing my best. You're not. You know you're not. You've got more inside you, but you've been too weak to demand it. The mirror doesn't lie. Look at it. That's the person holding you back, not the world, not your past, not your parents, you. And if that burns, good. It's supposed to, because pain is the signal. Pain is the truth. Pain is the start of everything real. So feel it, hate it, use it, and promise yourself one thing. Never again will comfort win. Never again will you settle. Because starting today, you either outwork everyone or you get left behind. Stop blaming your schedule and stop blaming your energy. Stop blaming your situation. It's not time. It's not genetics. It's not luck. It's you. You've got the tools. You've got the access. You've got the dreams. But you haven't got the guts to go all in. You keep pretending you're trying. But every time it gets uncomfortable, you run. You pull back. You break your own momentum. You start things. You never finish. You get excited. Then you fade. You say you want it. but your actions whisper something else. And I don't listen to words. I watch patterns. And your pattern says, I quit when it gets hard. That's your truth. Not the one you post online. The one that shows up when no one's watching, when it's cold, when it's boring, when no one claps. That's where your real life happens. And right now, you're losing to yourself. You keep saying you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're scared. Scared to commit. Scared to burn the boat. Scared to go all in. Because that means you can't blame anyone else. You'd rather stay 50% in and say, well, at least I tried, than go 100% and risk knowing the truth. Maybe you weren't enough. But let me tell you something. That fear, that's the chain. That fear, that's the wall. And until you break it, you'll stay exactly where you are. Frustrated, half-built, forgotten. You talk about potential like it's an identity. It's not. It's a burden. It's the weight of who you could be. Crushing the person you are right now. You say you wait for motivation, but motivation is a liar. It's a ghost that shows up when things are easy. You don't need motivation. You need standards. You need to raise the floor, not the ceiling. Your worst day needs to be better than most people's best. Your tired needs to outperform their energized. Your bare minimum needs to look like obsession. You think they got lucky? You didn't see the years they sacrificed. You didn't see the nights they trained in silence. You didn't see the meals they skipped, the parties they left early, the rejections they swallowed, the losses they kept showing up after. You just saw the highlight reel, and now you want the trophy, but you haven't bled for it. You want to be free? Earn it. You want success? Pay for it. In discipline, in hours, in discomfort, every day. No refunds. Because here's what no one told you. You don't get what you wish for. You don't get what you plan for. You only get what you're willing to bleed for consistently. Your problem isn't time. Your problem is priority. You're acting like you have forever, but you don't. And the scariest part, no one's gonna stop you. No one's gonna call you out. No one's going to make you do it. You can waste the next year of your life and the world will let you. So what's it going to be? Another week of fake progress? Another month of almost started? Another year of I could have? Or will this be the moment you finally get honest and admit that the person holding you back isn't your job, isn't your family, isn't your circumstances, it's the one in the mirror. And the day you admit that is the day everything can change. So what now? Now that you know it's you, now that the excuses are dead, what's next? You fight. You stop thinking. You stop talking. You stop planning. And you start executing. And you start executing like your life depends on it. Because it does. You want tools? Here they are. No fluff, no theory, just truth. Discipline over motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline executes anyway. Standards over feelings. Your emotions don't matter. Your mission does. Action over perfection. You move. You fail. You adjust. You move again. Progress over pride. This isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do when you don't feel anything at all. You don't need balance. You need command. You need control of your hours, control of your habits, control of your focus. Because every hour you waste, Someone else just leveled up and they're not better. They're just more focused, more ruthless with their time, more allergic to comfort. You want to win? Then build your day like a weapon, not a routine, a system, a battlefield. No distractions, no softness, no autopilot. Wake up earlier, train harder, work deeper, think sharper, talk less, deliver more. Stop watching, start building. Stop posting, start producing. You don't rise by accident. You rise by design, and your design must be relentless. So here's the mindset. Every second has a cost. Every breath is currency. Spend it on something that pushes you. Push through the resistance. That's your proof. You're on the right track. The pain, good. The doubt, necessary. The fear, fuel it. This is how warriors are forged, not by ease, but by the fire of repetition. You want to be different? Then act different. Work when others chill. Focus when others drift. Say no when others say yes to every distraction. This isn't about balance. It's about edge. And most people don't have it because they're addicted to being liked. You don't need approval. You need results. So here's the system. Control your wake-up time like it's sacred. Stack small wins before sunrise. Block your hours like a general planning war. Guard your focus like a fortress. Say no like your life depends on it. End your day knowing you emptied the tank. And if you can't do that, then stop saying you want success. Stop saying you're built different. You don't get to talk elite if you don't train elite. You don't get to dream high if you live low. The tool isn't talent. It isn't IQ. It's discipline. That's the great equalizer. The one thing nobody can stop you from building, you control it. You repeat it. You sharpen it until it becomes who you are. So build it, sharpen it, bleed for it, and show the world what it looks like when a human being goes all in with no backup plan, no exit strategy, no way out, just one weapon, discipline. So now what? You've built the weapon. Now it's time to use it. Discipline is not a theory. It's a habit, a code, a way of life. And if you don't use it daily, you'll lose it. Let me make this clear. Winning is a behavior and losing is too. Every action you take, every choice you make is casting a vote for the future you want or the one you fear. So here's the truth. If you wake up late, you lose. If you skip your routine, you lose. If you procrastinate, you lose. If you break promises to yourself, you lose. And losing is addictive. It starts small, then it becomes who you are. But so is winning. It starts with one clean rep, one promise kept, one hard thing done, then another and another until it becomes default mode. That's how killers are built. Not overnight, not in public, but brick by brick. When no one is clapping, no one is watching, no one is rewarding you. You want the blueprint? Here it is. Not pretty, not easy. Wake up with a mission. Don't check your phone. Don't scroll. Don't react. Act. Control the first hour. You control the war. Move your body. Not because it's fun, because it builds pain resistance, because it builds edge, because it teaches your mind. We don't skip hard things. Create before you consume. Write, Build, push, before the world floods you with noise. Own your time. Block your hours. Cut the distractions. Silence the clowns. Guard your calendar like your life depends on it, because it does. Keep promises to yourself. You said you'd do des reps. Do 12. You said you'd work for 4 hours. Work 5. You said you'd wake up at 5 a.m. Be out of bed before the alarm rings. Every time you keep a promise, you become more dangerous. You walk different. Think different. Attack life with clarity. Because the enemy isn't out there. It's your old self. Kill that version daily without mercy. Build a routine that breaks the average version of you, and do it every damn day. Because here's what no one tells you. Your behavior is a forecast of where you're headed. And right now, you're either walking towards your highest self or crawling back to the weak one. Every rep matters. Every meal matters. Every hour of sleep. Every distraction ignored. Every time you do the work tired, sore, bored, or uninspired. It all adds up. Winners don't feel their way into action. They act their way into results. So forget how you feel. Do it anyway. It's raining. Do it anyway. You're sore. Do it anyway. You're not in the mood. No one cares. Do it anyway. That's the behavior of killers. That's the mindset of savages. That's how the 1% think, train, and live. There are no magic days, just compounding days. And if you want to rise, stack them. You think greatness is complicated? It's not. It's boring. It's lonely. It's repetitive. And it works. So build the habit, live the code, and show up like your future depends on it, because it does. Now look around. While others waited, you executed. While they chased comfort, you chased the edge. While they posted, scrolled, laughed, and wandered, you built. Brick by brick, alone, without applause, without recognition, without permission. And now it shows. You walk different. You speak different. You think like a weapon. You move with purpose. You don't have to say you're elite. You show it in how you train, how you speak, how you show up. You've become undeniable, not because you were born gifted, not because you got lucky, but because you did what most people won't. You showed up when it was hard. You delivered when it was boring. You stayed hungry when no one was watching. This is the real reward. Not the car, not the money, not the trophy, but the version of yourself you had to become to earn them. Because that's the secret no one tells you. The real win is becoming someone who never quits. Someone who keeps going long after the mood is gone. Someone who refuses to be average ever again. That version of you, the one forged in early mornings, late nights, cold showers, lonely lifts, and silent sacrifices. That's the one they can't stop. They can doubt you, mock you, ignore you, but they cannot outlast you. You are the pressure now. You are the storm now. You are the one that makes others nervous because they know you don't break. You don't fold under fatigue. You don't run from pain. You don't wait for motivation. You command your world. Every rep you push through, every alarm you beat, every urge you silence, every temptation you crush, it all became your armor. You built yourself from nothing, and now nothing can touch you. because results don't lie. Discipline leaves marks. Consistency leaves scars. And your life now carries the fingerprints of every hard choice you made. This is how legends are built. This is how history is made, not in one day, but in 1,000 days of silence, sweat, and sacrifice. You didn't wait for a miracle. You became the machine. And now you stand above the noise. Calm, focused, untouchable. Not because the world gave it to you, but because you took it. You didn't wish. You didn't hope. You worked. You executed. So let them talk. Let them question. Let them doubt. You'll answer with results. You'll answer with how you walk in a room, how you dominate your space, how you command attention, not with noise, but with presence. You don't beg for respect. You extract it by force of discipline. And now you're no longer chasing potential. You've become the proof. This is the life that comes when you trade comfort for greatness, excuses for execution, distractions for focus, and feelings for fire. So stand tall, stay cold, stay dangerous, and don't ever forget, you built this, you earned this, and you're just getting started.